My name is Ron Mayfield. I work for Nevada Brewery and I use Ignition. Most breweries have a unique process. It's all generally the same, but everybody handles things a little differently. To have somebody write a customized application for you is expensive, and typically, at least at this facility, the processes change all the time. So you would continuously have to have those people come back, whereas we do updates on a constant basis.
My name is Jonathan Swisher. I am a systems analyst for Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. We're looking at a way to capture data from machinery or PLCs, and we had some other companies come in and showed their massive project that looked like it took thousands of hours to configure and cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to purchase and license. I think it was the packaging manager had heard of inductive automation. We piloted the software, and once it proved itself, we slowly just started adding other devices.
We started pushing out that software to all our users, and everybody really liked it. Reports, graphs, charts, all the different areas of brewing information, cellaring through filtration, through packaging, information from the lab, tracking trucks coming in and out of the yard now in real-time fashion using the Ignition software.
It grew with just fan-based requests. We then went to the brew house and started gathering data off of there. And then we went to packaging, the fermenters, people in our cellar department. Then we had everyone in the QA department starting to want to look at it. People in the brew house wanted to start looking at that data, along with people further down the process. But as it rolled out to various departments, by word of mouth through the brewery, people wanted to look at that data. So Ignition allowed us to do that, where now you can just pull it up at your workstation and see what was going on at that time.
It's interesting that once people start getting information and seeing what's possible, then they really want a lot more. It's a lot like clicking up Lego blocks or something. We have it hooked up to a lot of different things. It's really easy to use. I can't think of any way that we would be using it that's unusual, but I think that's because we use it for everything. We're just using it in so many different ways. Every week kind of seems normal at this point.
Prior to Ignition, the data was communicated through whiteboards throughout the plant. Somebody would walk around and update the whiteboard with information. So as the beer flowed from tank to tank, and we did various things such as yeast cell counts or temperatures or CO2 values on the tanks, that information was written on whiteboards so people knew where it was in its process stage. Mainly before it went to packaging or on its way out to packaging. So now with Ignition, we can communicate that with the click of the mouse from one area of the brewery to another area of the brewery without somebody walking around and updating whiteboard.
It's our go-to product. It really is. We use it for everything. I have absolutely never had anybody support like Inductive does. Just phenomenal support. I would call them up or I would send them an email, and within an hour I would get a resolution to any problem I had. I've had them write, a code snippet and send me the code for it and say, this is how you should go about doing that, or have you approached it a different way? We might jump into a project we don't know how to accomplish to start off with. Knowing that when we get to that next point, there's somebody we can call and say, how do we make this work? It's nice to have that knowledge that, I may not know how to do it, but I know somebody that does.